Hey everyone, welcome back. So this is going to be a really short video, seriously. It's just piggybacking off the last video. So the last video was for short-term traders, and I just want to add one more caveat to that. Okay, you should probably use the Heiken Ashi candles, okay, because that's what I use. You don't have to, but again, if you kind of want to follow along with what you're doing, use the Heiken Ashi candles. So you'll see like the candlestick bars up here next to the indicators. And you can go ahead and go down and go to Heiken Ashi, start, and you'll see it there. So generally, I'm using the Heiken Ashi candles. And the other thing is if you're using the 5-minute chart or the hourly chart, whether you use extended hours or regular trading hours is kind of up to you. It doesn't really matter at this point. I've gone back and forth, and essentially for the 5-minute chart, you should use extended hours, and for the hourly, you should probably use regular trading hours if you're trading options. And then daily chart, you don't have to worry about this. So the reason this video is so short is because I'm about to show you how easy it is to use the daily chart. So this is going to be for more longer term traders. So trades that you're going to be in for maybe a few months to a few years. So the infinity indicator is the exact same setup. Okay, so I'm not going to go over it again. Go over and watch the first video on the short-term trading because it's going to be exactly the same here. The only difference, and it's up to you, but I'm going to start moving away from this, is you can move this up to 2. However, I'm pretty sure just to make it easy and just because I haven't seen any big differing results, I'm going to move this back to 1.5 to keep it consistent. So as you can see here, there's literally nothing that's different. Okay, so it's the exact same setup moving forward. And it's just so easy to trade this. It's like stupid easy if you're a long-term trader. So we're not really going to use the order book information. Maybe later down the road, but right now it doesn't even give us much information. That's how much of an uptrend we're in. You can use the MLMI indicator. The thing with that is so I mentioned in my last video, so when it shades, we're looking for a drop. That's not necessarily true. When it shades, yes, you're looking for a drop, but if you see, it doesn't actually start to drop until we actually start to drop on the indicator, okay? So look here, right? So when do we get our sell signal? When it starts to actually drop. Okay, so that's when you're looking for the pullback. Here, you're starting to get a little. You're starting to look out. Okay, so follow along here with this dotted line. All right, with the price action as I move along. All right, it'll show you with the dotted line above what the price action does. Right, so we're shaded green, right? But we're not dropping. Okay, we're just going higher, 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 right? When do we start to drop? Boom, right here. We get a sell signal, our MLMI crosses, and then what? And then we drop. And not for very long, you know? So essentially what I'm telling you is you can just use the infinity indicator for long-term trades. Um, so, and I mean, this is why it's an over 90% win rate. You can see all these are winners. Every single trade right here is a winning trade. Every single one. I mean, I could probably find one that's not somewhere. Here. Here's a loss, okay? But as you can see, so at the last 20, you have a loss there. And then you probably have a couple losses here. Okay, so this is why it's a 90% win, over 90% win rate. And on this one, you can turn the higher time frame on. If you do, put it to a week. But if you're using the indicators together, and I'll show you what I mean here. I wanted this to be a short video, but if you're using the indicators here, you'll see. Okay, so again, kind of the same thing, right? I'm trying to find a false signal. So here's the bear market of 2021 for you. Let's zoom in. Okay. So we got a whole lot of false signals going on here, right? So a whole lot of bad signals. And this is what messes up our 90% right here, right? So we have a loser here, a loser here, a loser here. Well, I guess not. Yeah, it is a loser. A loser here, and then we don't get back to winning until over here. So what goes on over here? Well, let's see if one of the indicators that we use can solidify that. Or when is this? December 21st? I'm curious because I may go back. I remember I said you can use 1.5 for everything. Let's see if this gets rid of it. Yeah, I mean, for the most part, yeah. So we're going to keep going with 2. So for the long-term trade, so you can see here that got rid of our wins. So let's keep going with 2. I knew I went for 2 for a reason. So again, this setup is exactly the same, except all you're changing is on the infinity indicator is you're just going to change your ATR multiplier to 2. Okay? And that will give you the signals that you're looking for. All right. And as you can see, that cleans things up a lot. Alrighty. And that's it. So you can follow just the Infinigator over here, and then you can work this in, right? Just like I showed you in the other videos. So when we're shading and then we cross here and we drop, we're looking for a pullback, okay? And then the opposite, when we shade red here and we cross and we head up, we're looking for a rally, okay? And then let's see, just for shits to end the video, let's see where we're at today. So today we are over here. As you can see, our indicator is, let's do this. It still looks like we could head a little bit higher, to be honest with you. So as you can see here, yes, we got a small pullback over here. But to me, it looks like we can head a little bit higher. But we'll see. We're at all-time highs. Usually when we're at all-time highs, we pull back a little bit and then we head higher. Just the way it works. Anyways, that's all I got. I'm going to keep this video short. I really want you guys, if you have questions, and I expect you to have questions. This is what blows my mind. I expect you guys to have questions, and I don't get a fucking one. Or maybe 1 or 2 from people. But I know you guys have questions, and you refuse to ask for some reason. So ask the questions. Let me help you. Let me do my job. All right. If you follow along with this, you guys will be fine. So appreciate you guys watching. Again, this is the long-term setup, and this goes hand in hand with the short-term setup. So, and I'll review, I guess, just before we close the video down. So the settings should look like this for your daily chart. Okay. You should have repeats. The only boxes you should have checked are your repeat signals, your use MACD filter. That's it. And you can, these 2 at the bottom, the color bars and the show trend line, you can check them or uncheck them. It doesn't matter. That's up to you. And for the daily chart, your ATR multiplier should be at 2. Okay, 2. All right. For the only difference between this and the short-term charts, the hourly and the 5-minute chart, 1-minute chart, is this is 1.5 for those charts. But for the daily chart, I need you guys to be on 2, and I just showed you why. So, and that's it. Obviously, make sure if you have a free TradingView account, goes on sale tomorrow, by the way, 80% off. Make sure that you only get one. You can only save 1 setup. So if you're going to be a long-term trader, make sure that you have this on 2. This ATR multiplier, make sure you have it on 2 when you're trading in the long term, and then 1.5 whenever you're doing the swing trading or the day trading. So anyways, that's all I got. Appreciate you guys' support. Smash that like and subscribe for me, please. And you'll get the next video. Thanks, guys.